All right, now we have Cheapy's Quest Corner. Now featuring Convert Wombat. Wombat, why don't you take over and explain what's going on?
I got one of them Quest 2s like you do.
I talked you into it.
You did. You convinced me. It's for those who are unaware, because it is an important event. My birthday is on Sunday. And I got a card in the mail from my in-laws who always send everything very early because they're in their 80s. That's what they do. But they sent me a card with a little birthday money in it. Not enough to get a whole Oculus. I don't want people to think my in-laws.
You only got half an Oculus.
Yeah. And my wife, who's very nice to me, said, this is birthday money. Don't do what you do every year when my in-laws send you a check and just use it to pay bills. Why don't you actually use it? Because this year's kind of sucked. Why don't you actually use it for something that you want?
Yeah.
Instead of like electricity.
I bet she regrets that idea.
No, she does not. Well, sort of. We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, and I went on to Target because I have, I can get 5% off. I'm like, you know what? Let's check it out. Let's see if they have the Quest 2. Because I know the kids wanted one also. Like they talk about it.
Who doesn't want one?
Yeah.
Except for Shipwreck.
I thought it'd be fun for everyone in the house. And I was getting basically a discount, so to speak.
Birthday discount.
So I got it for myself. And I don't regret it. I've been doing some exercises.
Would you say I described it accurately?
Yeah, sure.
The pick up and playness of it, the ease of use.
What makes it so good is how easy it is to use. I mean, the last time I used a VR headset was in a family friend's house where they had it hooked up to a PC. They had things attached to their walls.
Right.
And,
right. The cubes.
And I couldn't use it with glasses on, and it was like the whole
fucking thing. You needed people. Yeah. I was thinking about this the other day, like when Shipwreck and I used it for the first time at E3, it was a whole thing, just like you say. Like you needed people to like put you in it and get you set up, right?
And this is now, it's like, it takes up literally no space in the house. You just put the headset on, you put the handsets in, and you go, and that's it. That's it. Like it's just pick up and play.
Right.
It's very easy. And, they do a really good job with that, the first steps game that comes with it, that little demo and how it works. Like, it's just, when you first put it on and you show it to people, my brother-in-law was here on Sunday. They were visiting from out of town and he put on the helmet. He had never seen VR in his life. And he put it on and he was like, what is going on? It does a good job in that, right. That whole, there's something about, I've been playing Supernatural, which is the aerobics game. It's really good.
Supernatural I played it also because you said it was good. It's, for those who don't know, it's Beat Saber basically with a fitness spin on it and a better soundtrack because it's all licensed shit off of Spotify.
Yeah, and it's also it also has a subscription, which is what makes it different than Beat Saber. Is you're not buying DLC tracks.
Right.
You get everything unlocked.
If you pay, you got to pay though.
If you pay the monthly fee. So, and they have a 30-day free trial. And I'm like, you know what? I'll give this a shot. Yeah, the music's really good. The workouts are fun. And I like that you get lost in that environment. That you're like, oh, and here I am. I'm in the Alps doing aerobics to the Mission Impossible theme song. This is kind of crazy.
Yes. The intro, like the getting started workout, has you playing, the 2001: A Space Odyssey theme beginning, dun, 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 and you're going like this to the thing, and you're on Mars. You're on the surface of Mars, and it's pretty fun. You're doing squats and you're hitting things.
You do a lot of squats. My legs literally hurt for 2 days.
Perfect. That means
I could not bend down.
Good.
I could not bend down for 2 days because I did so many squats.
I saw the video of you in your backyard taking out the trash.
And I couldn't. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
That's good. That means you're doing it right.
It means I'm doing it right. I have also been playing some Pinball FX2. That's so cool.
You got it. Now this is where you sell Shipwreck on it. He put his eyebrows went up when you said pinball. I saw it. See?
pinball.
There it goes.
The pinball is pretty cool. I mean, you lose that sense of being able to touch the machine. Yes, you do miss that because there are times when you literally like will go to touch the thing that isn't there.
Just do it against the table or something.
But you do have that visually. You have that view of the table. You're standing over it and you're seeing everything in one shot, which is what makes it different and probably better than playing it on a console, where you're playing around with what you want to see and when you want to see it. Which camera view do I want? You're not doing that because you're just standing there and you're looking at it. And the environments, and the environments they put the table in are just pretty ridiculous. So, it's really, pinball is really cool. And I did play some ping pong. I played some table tennis, table 11 tennis, whatever it's called.
My favorite part was when I bought you 11 table tennis, and then like the next day, the developer contacted me on Twitter and he said, "Hey, thanks so much for talking about the game. Here's a bunch of free codes to give away."
What can you do?
It's good. I'm happy to support the game. It's awesome.
And we played together.
I gave Wombat some tips, and Wombat got better immediately.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say that's accurate? Like at the
I'd
beginning?
say that's definitely accurate. And my wife tried to play some 11 table tennis.
Yes.
And she forgot that she was not playing on a real table.
Yes.
And she took a step forward.
And she leaned on it.
And she fell down and she pulled her hamstring and is now walking on crutches. So
VR to ER has happened again. That's unfortunately, that is a common problem with that game. I've heard about it a number of times, to the point where they thought about putting like a warning on the table, like just writing it on the table or on the screen saying, "Don't lean on this."
I understand what happened, but we do have the thing up. You put you make your border with the
Guardian.
Oculus. Yeah. So the whole big red, like you have a big red net that shows up when you're getting too close to the edge there.
But you probably didn't explain that to her, right?
I did not, but what can you do?
I feel bad. I felt very bad about that.
You felt bad. I felt bad. I still feel bad.
But she talked you into getting it, so she should feel the worst.
I was sent a code for a game called Flow Weaver.
Okay.
Which is this escape room style fantasy game.
Okay.
Where you're like this wizard lady, but you're stuck in a chair. So my wife was able to play that.
She went back to it. She wasn't worried about falling out of the chair.
No. Also because it's chair based.
Yeah.
Like you're literally stuck in the chair, so everything you do is like this. Because you're like, and when you stand up, they say, "No, you're stuck to the chair." I'm like,
right.
"Oh, I'm stuck to the chair."
And she is stuck to the chair.
And she is stuck to the chair. So that game is actually kind of it's fun. They don't do the best job of explaining to you what you can and can't do. So there is a bit of trial and error there, but I guess that's sort of the point with an escape room.
Right.
So, take it or leave that.
Yeah. I Expect You to Die sounds like a similar thing. It's basically you're a spy doing escape room stuff.
There's
Everything's
a couple,
spy-themed.
There's a new one that also just came out that looks interesting. That's supposed to be like a more family friendly
floor plan
too. Yeah. So I'm like, maybe that'll be something for everybody. We did get Job Simulator.
Wow, you're getting the software.
No, you know what it was? I wasn't gonna get it, but both my kids were like, "We have to get Job Simulator. It's what everyone plays." I'm like, "Who's everybody?"
Peer pressure. You fell for it again.
No, they pooled money together on their own, came up to me and handed me $20 and said, "If we pay for it, will you get us Job Simulator?" And they've played it every day since we got it. And Elliot does Supernatural every day.
Nice.
Yeah,
Supernatural's cool. I signed up for that, and then they're gonna send me a free sweat liner for my face thingy.
Me too. So Supernatural's great. I really like it. I really like the workout. It's very motivating. I know they're a fairly small team. They're very responsive when you comment about their game.
Supernatural is?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I think
the best part by far is that it's all Spotify playlists. So if you like rock music, they have workouts that use rock music. If you like classical, dance music, whatever. They got all that shit.
I did the 90s alternative one yesterday. That was kind of fun.
Checks out.
Yep. It was a good time. And again, you do your workout. And the funniest was the second day where I did, what was it? It was like a classic rock one. And I didn't realize I had selected hard. And it kicked my butt.
That's why your legs hurt.
That's why my legs hurt. But I did it. I mean, it wasn't that I couldn't do it. It was just hard. So
here's a comment from David. He writes in, thanks for pushing me towards a Quest 2. I'm digging Beat Saber, Pistol Whip, and Thrill of the Fight. I want to get 11 table tennis, but my VR space is deemed too small. Any thoughts to having a CAG VR meetup on one of the social apps? For example, Watch This Boys on big screen. I checked out Poker Stars, and that seems like the best social space. Like the poker, it's so hilarious when you're sitting at the table and you feel like you're sitting at a table with all these cartoon avatars. People are vaping, they're smoking cigars, they have guns, okay? There's guns on the table. People are picking up guns and shooting the guns while, you're playing poker. The whole thing is they're taking selfies with selfie sticks. The thing is completely off the wall. I played like 5 hands because I didn't have a lot of time. I was just laughing the entire time. It was just completely ridiculous.
I installed it. It's a large game.
You have to just check it out for 5 minutes.
I played the tutorial and I felt that the controls were a little wonky.
Don't worry about it. Just fuck all that. Make an avatar and go into a game and just sit at a table for 5 minutes with real people.
I'll give it another try.
It's completely, people are handing you like vape boxes, like ridiculous vape boxes that are like the things like all robotic, or they have like things of dynamite or bombs, and they have lighters, and they're like throwing off. It's hilarious. It's completely hilarious. I think it would be funny to do something in there.
I did try the Super Hot demo also.
How'd you like that?
I liked it. It's actually really hard. I don't know if
it's a puzzle game.
I feel like it needs a lot more space than I have.
It doesn't require that much space, but it does require you actually going like low to the ground. If you don't have a lot of space to the side, you're going to be going low. I found myself rolling on the floor sometimes.
I found myself going like this a lot, like moving my hands back and forth to
you're
get
doing
people
it wrong.
to move. Because people start all the way at the other end of the
You're doing it wrong.
hall, and
you're doing it wrong.
Well,
you're doing
people gotta
it wrong.
get closer to me.
Wrong game.
So
you're doing it
I'm
wrong.
gonna go like this until they get close enough for me to punch them.
That's Gorn. That's Gorn for the most part. I finished Super Hot. You're doing it wrong. But go back to it. It's fun. Oh, you got the demo.
I have the demo. I don't know if I need more than the demo, to be honest.
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really great. I finished it. It was my first VR game that I finished.
I'd like there to be a good shooting game, I think is what I want.
I think there are some. Look into it.
I know.